Hey, we are live. Good morning, everybody. We are live. Good morning, Timbo, Carlos, Trading Ever After, Nicholas, Nutty Wheeland. Nutty Wheeland, good to see you. It's been a while. Matt, good morning. Francis, good morning. Goan Trades, good morning. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope you all had a great weekend and a great Thursday, Friday. Flojo, good morning. Angel, good morning. Let's get it. Let's see what this market does. Overnight session definitely feels like the volatility has died down a little bit. We've got market made a nice move. When was it? Thursday? Thursday, the market made a really nice move higher. It's kind of sad that I missed out on that, but Friday definitely wasn't a good day for trading. Let's see what happens. Overnight lows were 520s. The overnight highs are all the way up here at the 690s. We're pretty much opening in the middle of the excuse me, we're opening in the middle. Let's see what happens. We shall wait and be patient. Good morning, Win. UCLA, good morning. How's everyone doing? It's good to be back. It's great to be back. It is great to be back. You know, I used to Monday mornings, you know, when you're working just your daily job and whatever, Monday mornings are always kind of a drag. But Sunday nights, I always go to bed. I'm like excited for Monday morning because the market is open again and we're streaming again. And all right, market kind of making a little bit of a pullback right here before the open. We got 2 minutes left. Hey, Michael Steinberg used to hate Mondays when working regular job. Now I can't wait for Mondays, and I'm sad during the weekends because of no trading. I know, right? I know. Hey, Rob Strawford, been trading your 250K PA for 66 days. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Growing the profit at 10K will qualify for no, Robert. So the way it works, you have to have 3 months of withdrawals. So once you withdraw for 3 months, then you have unlimited withdrawals. If that makes sense. Hey, good morning, least estimator. Good morning. All right, market. What's it going to be here at the open? Definitely making a pulling back here to the 600s right at the open. And we're open for business, folks. See if we get a move here. Maybe go test the highs. I'm really hoping we just grind higher today. That is definitely what I'm looking for. I'm growing the profit. Yeah. Okay, Rain 1980. Good morning. Good morning. All right, just pretty choppy open here. Now pulling back. See, down to the 590s now. Looks like we want to pull back a little bit more. All right, let's see. Trying to get a bounce here. I'm obviously not looking to take any trades until after 10 o'clock. And down we go. 590s, 585s. I wouldn't mind seeing a nice pullback and then getting a nice bounce. Let's wait and see. See, we get a looking pretty bearish here at the open. Hey, Peter Schapp, good morning. Black Coffee, good morning. Good morning. Let's get it. Good morning, John. That's right. Hope everyone crushes it this week. Amen. Let's go. I just realized that I kind of messed up by not trading Thursday, Friday because I only have today and tomorrow to trade in order to get a payout. So I'm not really going to rush it. I'm really not going to rush it. I was hoping I would get a nice payout this payout window, but it might need to wait. You missed the Nutty Chat last few days. Amen. I missed you guys. Hey, good times, man. We did have fun. We had a lot of fun, though, playing the Amish Open. I'll wait a little bit, and then I'll explain a little bit how the Amish Open went. That was... I'll go in detail here after the Open here, kind of. All right, market does not seem like it wants to go higher. It seems like we're going to go lower here before she wants to rip it lower, the way it seems. See if we make another leg lower here. The lows of the overnight session all the way down here at the 530, 524s. So maybe we go test that before we make a move higher. Let's wait and see. And down we go, making a new low, 580s. Yeah, down we go. Looks like this thing's gonna go lower. And there she goes, down through the 575s now. Down we go. I don't know. Looks like we might chest the lows here. Down to the 530s. Sure doesn't feel very bullish right now. Interesting. And there we go, through the 560s now. 555s, about to test the 550s. She ripping lower. Well, we just sit and wait. All right, getting a bounce off the 50s here. Got a feeling it's going to try to trap some shorts at some point, but we shall wait and see. And now we're getting a big bounce all the way back up to the 560s. Hey, design knob in the house. Good morning. Nutty Scheffler. Did I use my gold covered clubs? Nope. Hey, good morning, Daryl. Good morning, Carolina. Good morning, Timbo, Rob Moore, Sam Owen. Sam Owens. I intended to sign up for a 150K account with Apex. I'm still waiting on receiving that the account is open. Is this normal? It's been about a week? What? That is not normal, Sam. No. We are getting a little bit of we're getting a bounce now. Will it hold? Will it hold? Wow, it is looking. All right, is it going to rip up through? We got to get up above the 615s to really feel good about longs. But I do hope this goes, makes new highs and just keeps. I just want to see a grind higher today, man. That'd be awesome. Wow, look at that. Oh, man. She ripping. Straight to the moon. See if we get through the 15s here. This was kind of the important level. Couldn't get through earlier. And look, now we're going to watch us pull back again. Just don't give me this choppy price action. I'm not in the mood. Hey, Spider Monkey, good morning. Yeah, V bottom go in trades. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd see a V bottom? It's not like we don't see one every day. Just cannot, doesn't seem, well, let's see. See if we can get a move that we can get above the 15s here. It's trying. She's trying. Yeah, design. Today is a super moon? Oh, really? Okay, nice. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll take it. Good morning, TCG Andy. Good morning, Kraken. Once again, I blew 10 300k evals when the high was 15k out. Oh, no way. No way, Kraken. Don't tell me. That's not cool. All right, I think we're going lower again. It looks like it can't get above the 15s. We're going to go back down. Maybe. Watched this last night. A woman was talking about how they always wait for the V bottom to buy. Now I understand. I want to strangle her. I need to watch this. Wait, that's pretty cool. Huh, I gotta watch that. I do have to, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Oh, we're back. All right, market is again right at the 615s. Got to get above the 615s and hold it. Got to break above the 620s. We got to break above the 640s. Once we break above the 640s, then I'm going to be interested. Right now, we might just chop back and forth. I'm not in the mood. Killian's still getting scammed. Everything is a scam. Feels bad. Good. Con Adams, good morning. My pet Eskimo, good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Neo. Good morning, Clarity. How we doing, fellas? All right, here we go. Are we going lower? It looks like, kind of looks like it. And we're pulling back. Could not get above the 615s. She wants to pull it back further. Ah, man, I was hoping we'd see a nice grinding uptrending day today, but it does not look like that's going to happen. Big pullback here down to the 585s. She ripping lower. And down to the pivot point here at the 560s or 570s. This is looking like a choppy day. Hey, Ace Undercover, how we doing? Good morning. I'm the Masters new champion. Definitely not. I took a big I'll go in detail, but man, you hate to see it. Nutty Bar golfing, it didn't go well. It did not go well. I just gotta say, the old, you know what they say about getting the yips? Sometimes in golf, you get the yips. Well, I fully understand now what that is. Oh, I will say, I had a lot of fun golfing. I had a lot of fun, and that's the main thing I wanted. I wanted to have fun, and it was great getting the experience. And I will definitely enter again next year. But man, I was so nervous, and I just did not. it was too much. I just couldn't. It was a whole different ball game when it was a whole different ball game. But man, I have to tell you guys, I had probably the most embarrassing moment in my adult life, possibly. Like right now, off the top of my head, I can't. Well, adult life. Okay, since the LOL incident, this has got to be second, as in the most embarrassing moment I for sure the most embarrassing moment on a golf course. Oh, I still cringe just thinking about it. I cringe thinking about it, but we might as well tell you guys what happened. So we had the Open, this was the Amish Open. We were playing from the tips, and the tips, they played at 6,800 yards for 18 holes. And it was a par 72, and it was a good course. Like, it was a really good course, but the greens were like PGA Tour. It was like PGA Tour level fast. The greens were fast. On the Richter scale, I think they were rolling at I think it was 12. It was crazy. So it was a difficult, 4 par fives. Yes. 4 par fives, 3 par threes, I think. But so the first day, I'm just going to walk you through. We got time. I'm just going to walk you guys through my golf experience. It might take a while. So for those that are not interested, I apologize, but we're just going to walk you guys through it, at least the highlights. But the first day, all excited, and I get up on the tee box, and I had a 9:05 tee time. Everyone went off the first set. Like, everyone went off number one tee, and they didn't split us up. They didn't do a shotgun start. It was pretty legit. It was like, you had tee times. The first tee times were at 8 o'clock, and I think the last tee times were like at 12 o'clock. But there were 100 entrants. So, everyone's out there, and I get paired up with a foursome. So you're golfing with a foursome like you would. And so we get up on the first tee box. We flip a tee to see who goes first. So I'm like, okay. And I'm going first off the tee on Thursday. So I didn't have much time to think about it. I just went up and I hit my first ball. Actually hit it great. It was a great first drive. Hit it about 290. I was like 70 yards away from the green. And yeah, put it up on the green, 2-putted, and we walked off the first hole with a par. And I'm like, oh, that's great. A good start. And next hole, the next hole we get on, and it's a short par 4. And there's out of bounds to my right, and there's a little bit of trouble to my left. But I decide, going up to the tee, I decide, hey, this was my first mistake. I hit my first drive really well. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to hit my 3-wood. I'm going to hit my 3-wood off this tee. There's no need to go driver. And I hit my 3-wood. Now, one of my problems with my 3-wood is I have a tendency to top it. And as I get up on the tee box, it goes through my mind that I didn't hit my 3-wood in the driving range to warm up. I forgot to hit my 3-wood. And it just had that fleeting moment where it went through my head, and I'm like, oh, don't top it. And, oh, wouldn't you know it? I hit and I top it. I mean, this ball, I actually got really lucky because there's like a kind of a swamp right in front of me. And the cart path goes out through the swamp. It's maybe 40 yards from the pin, or from the tee, and I top it, but it thankfully hits the cart path. It bounces over the swamp, and I'm like, I mean, it's like a 30-yard drive or so, but I'm still safe. I'm not out of bounds. I'm not in the hazard. You know, so I'm like, okay, that was embarrassing, but we're okay. We're, you know, and I get up to the ball. I get up to the ball. I'm 212 yards away from the green. So I'm like, hey, I got out my 4-iron and I hit my 4-iron pure. It was a great shot. Hit it right up on the green. Literally hit it on the green. And I'm the only guy from our group that actually makes it on the green in 2. And I 2-putt for par. And after that, I'm like, man, I mean, this is great. That was a great, a great save, a great par save after a terrible shot. I was pretty happy. So I get up to the next tee, and again, it's not a long par 4. And again, it's out of bounds to the right. And the problem was when I hit driver, sometimes I do my miss is to the right. So I decide, yeah, I'm not going to hit driver because my miss is to the right, and I decide, yeah, I'm going to go with my 3-wood. And I kind of chalked up the other 3-wood hit as just a fluke, and I'll be fine. But of course, going up to the tee, I'm thinking, okay, just don't top it, don't top it. Oh yeah, there's a pond right in front of me. So there's water in front of me for about 60 yards. And yeah, I went and topped it again into the water. Now I'm actually borderline mad. So, but we're still even par, but I now have to take a drop. I have to take a penalty, and I'm hitting 3, and I can take a drop right before the water, and I'm like 240 yards away from the green. So again, just hit my 4-iron, actually hit another really good 4-iron, and I'm just maybe 10 yards short of the green. And I have a good look at the green. And, at that point, I'm basically just thinking, hey, if I can save bogey, I'm fine, etc. And this is where the greens, the whole location was kind of up on a little bit of a knob, and I chipped it up. I actually chipped it, I thought, right where I wanted to, but it just rolled out way more than I thought. It didn't get enough spin on the ball. And yeah, just rolled right off the green into the rough on the other side. So now I'm coming back up, and I hit it. I was, trying not to go back over, and I hit it short. And then I 3-putt on that stupid green. It was so fast. It was so crazy. Yeah, so I end up on that third hole with an 8, a big old snowman. And at that point, now it's kind of the wheels are starting to come off, but that kind of sums up my first day in a sense, because I was 4 over, and I ended up for the day, like on the day, I ended up shooting 14 over for the first day, which wasn't great, but considering, I 3-putt, basically I had a 4 over on one hole, everything considering, I thought it was 14 over. I felt like, okay, I had one really bad hole, but it's okay. And I felt pretty good about it. And everyone else wasn't playing that well either. Like the winner after day 1 was 1 under, which was really good. But then after that, it was 6 over. But anyway, fast forward to the next day. Yeah, the best score of the day was 1 under. So, but I was tied for like 50th. I was right in the middle of the pack at 14 over. So I felt like, hey, I Actually, I think I was a little bit below the halfway. So I felt like, okay, if I have a decent day on Friday, if I have a decent day on Friday and I play just like I know I can play. I literally played that course the day before. The day before, me and my buddy played that course from the tips, the exact same rules, no mulligans, nothing. Just exactly the way that we're going to play it in the tournament. I played that course and I shot 1 over on the front 9 and I shot 8 over on the back 9. So I shot a 9 over total just the day before, playing the exact same tees and everything. So I knew I could do it. Man, this market is this is just chopping back and forth, trying to make a move higher now, but I'm pretty good. Anyway, so now going into Friday, this is where the most embarrassing moment happened. Right now, it's like my most embarrassing moment that I can remember. But we're going off the front, going off, the first tee. And for some reason on Friday morning, there were a lot more people there watching people tee off. So they kind of have a restaurant right behind the first tee, and they have these huge glass doors, and they open all the glass doors, and then everyone just sits around the tables, and everyone's just watching. They just pull up chairs, and everyone's just there watching people tee off. And we get up there on the first tee. Again, we flip tees to see who tees off first. And this time, I'm the last guy to tee off. And that was not good. All of a sudden, it just got to me, man. Oh, wow, this thing is making a move now. See, we get above the 615s now. We have struggled, but maybe we can do it. Anyway, I get up there on the first tee. Hey, Shockwave, how we doing? And there's a lot of people there watching, and now I'm the last guy in our group to tee off. And the first 3 tee off, and every time one tees off, I get a little bit more nervous. Until it was my time to hit. I'm definitely nervous. My hands are shaking a little bit, and I'm like, okay. I'm just thinking, I'm literally thinking about everything that can go wrong. Like there's water out to my right. Basically the water out to my right is the only thing in my way. And it's about 240, 250 yards to the water. And I know if I hit it well, I can clear the water and take it out of play. It's not a big deal. But I'm thinking, don't top it. Don't hit a little warm burner. Don't hit it in the water. Literally everything a golfer shouldn't be thinking about right before he goes up to tee off. I am literally thinking about everything that can go wrong. Oh my gosh. So, of course, my turn to tee off, I go up. And I'm not in a good mental space right now. And I hit it. And I could feel that I hit the ball. Okay. So I'm looking up to see, I'm looking out to see if, to find my ball. I don't see my ball. I don't hear my ball because, if you hit a warm burner, you can, you hear it. You hear it skipping across the ground. So I don't see my ball, and I don't hear it skipping on the ground. And I'm literally like, hey, I didn't see it. I'm like, I lost my ball. I don't see it. Because I'm thinking maybe someone else in my group, maybe they saw it, and I just happened to, sometimes you can hit a golf ball and you just can't see it. You just miss it. And I thought, well, maybe someone else in my group saw it. So I'm like saying, hey, I didn't see it. Oh, and then I looked down, and this is no joke. I kid you not, 2 inches in front of my tee. My ball is 2 inches down in the ground. This ball is literally buried 2 inches down. I can't even see the top of my ball. It is buried that deep, 2 inches in front of my tee. No joke. No joke. You have no, anyone that's golfed before, I mean, if you're just golfing with your buddies, that's embarrassing. Doing that on the first tee with probably, I don't even know how many people watching. I wanted to die. I just wanted to curl up and die right there. Oh my gosh. Well, and then I was like, I mean, there is zero chance I can hit that ball. Like zero. I would still be hacking to try and get that thing unburied. So there is literally nothing for me to do but to re-tee. But now, just to further insult to injury, I have to dig out my ball. I'm not kidding. It took me at least 30 seconds of actual digging with my fingers to get this stupid ball out of its hole. Oh, and all the time that this is happening, no one has made a sound. Like it is deathly quiet because everybody is just like, I cannot believe I just saw that happen. The ground was wet. I had a tee time. It was like 9:30. It was like 8:40 and no, it was 9 o'clock tee time. So the ground was wet. The tee box was soft. And what happened? I mean, I literally topped the ball and it had so much topspin on it or something that it just literally nosedived 2 inches down into the ground. The most embarrassing moment I've ever had. Here I am digging out my ball. I finally get my tee. I literally get my tee to help me dig out the ball. We have a crater. We have a miniature crater right at the tee box. I literally have to use my divot tool to try to fix it. Now I re-tee, and of course, by this point, everything is just in a complete, I mean, I don't even remember what I was thinking, but I was so, words cannot describe. I was like, I almost took up my clubs and I'm like, hey guys, I don't feel too good. I'm kind of sick. I think I'm going to go home. Oh man. But there was nothing else to do. I had to re-tee and now I'm hitting 3 off the tee box. And that's what we did. I thankfully hit the next ball. And but here's what's even more funny. So one of my friends from church, I actually had one of my friends from church, they were my caddy. So of course they were there, they were watching everything, but I had another friend from church that was sitting behind the tee box and he was watching all of this. And man, now it's just gonna pull, we're just chopping in this range. I'm so glad I'm not in trading this. Okay, so now the guy that's my buddy, he's in the restaurant sitting in with everyone, but no one else knows that he knows me, okay? So I literally get on my cart, I finally hit and get it out of the tee box, and I get on my cart and we're driving away. And as soon as we're out of earshot, everyone just starts talking. Like, everyone just started talking. And everyone was just like, oh my gosh. They were like, one of the guys were like, dude, a lot of them were just saying, oh man, I feel so bad for that guy. And that was kind of the going theme. A lot of people, like my buddy was saying, like everyone was just saying, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for him. And like, you know, everyone just they didn't even know what to say. But then the one guy said, the one guy that is in charge, like the guy that is in charge of getting the event together, the head guy, and they've been doing this event for, I think this is the 4th year. And the head guy just makes, he just says, he's like, man, he's like, I've done this event for 4 years. And he said, I can honestly say that was the worst tee shot we've had. And he was like, oh, wow, look at this pullback. And he was just like, man, I feel so bad for him. And then a couple people were like, one of the guys behind the tee box that was watching. And again, no one knows that eventually all this will get back to me because my buddy is sitting in the middle of everyone. And they didn't say anything mean. Like they were just, a lot of people were just sympathetic and were like, oh man, I feel so bad for that guy. But one of the guys he was actually a guy that was in my group from the first day. And he's like, yeah, he hit some terrible drives that first day as well. He had trouble with topping it. He's like, yeah, he had trouble topping it the first day as well. But he said, but man, he had some of the best scrambles and the best pars I've ever seen. But anyway, that pretty much summed up my day. Oh man, it was, I was just so upset at myself. Man, this market, what is this? We are not going to trade this kind of trash. Ain't doing it. There has to be, should have filmed it. Oh, my buddy. Okay, so there is karma in golf, okay? Because my buddy that was behind the tee box watching me, he just started playing golf not that long ago. And I've been playing golf with him quite a bit. And it was only last Saturday, he did the same exact thing where he wasn't on the tee box, but he had a fairway wood. He had his 3-wood hitting off the fairway, and he did the same thing. He hit right on top of the ball, and the ball just went straight down. And he did it twice in one 18 holes of play. He did it twice. And a lot of us, we were kind of giving him crap for it. Like, we were giving him a hard time because the same exact thing happened where you would hear the sound of him hitting the ball, and then we would be like, whoa, where's the ball? I don't see it. I didn't see it. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, it's buried. So we were giving him a hard time for it. And I said, karma came around and got me at the wrong time. So he's sitting in the back of the tee box knowing this. And then I go and do the same thing in that situation. And he since told me, he said, it took every control, it took every ounce of strength he had not to laugh when that happened. Oh, I apologized to him for laughing, and I said I will never make fun of him again, regardless what shot he hits. But I probably will. Oh, man, I tell you what. Good times, good times. Let's just say that's how my day started, and it didn't get much better. It didn't get much better throughout that. Friday was probably my worst day of golf I've played all year long. Easy. All right, market is being very, I don't even know what to call this. We can now focus, we can go back and focus, we can get back and focus on the market now. But yeah, my buddy was telling me, he's like, oh, he said he actually got his phone out and he was gonna video me teeing off on the first tee. And then he thought, he didn't want to do it in front of everyone else while they were watching, so he decided not to. Oh man, if he would have, that video would be viral. Oh, look at this. Look at this crappy price action. Hey, Matty Matt. Yeah, I agree. Trash price action unless you're a range, unless you like trading the range. Yeah, exactly, John. Let's trade all week and get aggravated, but wait, we'll make it better by going golfing and being more aggravated. Basically, what ended up happening is I paid $400 to play 2 rounds of golf. That is what happened. Oh, but you know what? I still had fun. Even though I had the worst round I've had all year long, I still had a lot of fun. See, I'm one of those golfers that I don't really get that angry. Like once I start not playing well, then I just kind of laugh at myself. I just make fun of myself, and I just don't care then. At that point, then I don't care. Look at this. This is a crazy. We're going from the 535, 50 point. This is crazy. What is this market? Hey, Mitch Marvin, good morning. Exactly, Design Knob with 12K clubs. How embarrassing can you get? Oh, man. I will say I have golfed more in the last week. I've golfed more than I've golfed, I think, ever in my life, because I actually have a blister. Like, I actually have a legitimate blister from golfing. And my wife told me that is a sign that I'm golfing too much. I mean, I couldn't really argue with it. Uh, you know what? 20 years ago, a course called The Witch in Myrtle Beach took 24 of my balls by the 12th hole. You ran out of balls. And you had 12 balls. Wait, 24 balls. Sorry. 24 balls. I'm sorry, John. That's too funny. 24 balls and you ran out of balls on one hole. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I will look at the hole. I will look at it. I'll look at the hole, but man, that's pretty bad. Man, come on. The Witch Golf Course. Which hole is it? Hole 12? Ooh. That does look a little ugly. Yeah, I agreed. I agree, design. Look at this price action. This is crazy. We went from, now we're all the way back up to the 610s. Jeez. Are we gonna get through the 620s here? John, that that makes me feel a lot better about my day on Friday. I like I like taking a misery loves company, that kind of saying. I guess I should tell you, I'll tell you, John. I had a whole, okay, so this, I feel like I need to say this with the context that by hole 14 on Friday, I was out of the tournament. Okay, like there was no shot. There was no shot of me making the cut. So I was literally just, I was literally playing for fun. But let's just say I hit 4 straight balls out of bounds. 4 in a row. Oh, yeah, that kind of put the icing on the cake. I told my buddy that was caddying for me. I said I started the day on Friday. I started the day with full motivation and my goal was to make the cut. And by hole number 10, my goals had shifted. I was only golfing for my own dignity. That was it. I was golfing for my dignity. And then by hole 14, I was golfing just to not to come in at last place. So we moved the goalposts quite a bit during the day on Friday. We moved those goalposts quite a bit. You know what, guys? I need to make a phone call before I forget, and it's very important. All right, we're back. All right, here we go. We did break the 620s finally. Interesting. Wow, look at that big long wick here. All right, I need to... Imagine we go all the way back down again. Man, this is crazy. What a choppy price action today. Oh, there's just no interest here. We gotta get above the 620s and stay there. How are you gonna not take out the overnight lows? I agree. Can you show... Sorry, I wasn't seeing the chat. Chat wasn't loading there for a second. Okay, now I'm seeing the chat. Sorry, my chat wasn't refreshing. I've been hitting my target at pre-market for the last week, 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Much less volatility. Yeah, I've experienced the same, Mitch Marvin. 90 degrees with 100% humidity. Okay, by the 12th hole, you were out of balls. Can you show us? Show you what? What? Sorry, what? Show you guys what? Ace undercover. Now I'm afraid I'm going to trade like you golfed. She talks about the boner candle? No way. I was one of 10 guys that won a trip to the Doral selling life insurance, the pro course in Miami. Oh, wow, Ace undercover. Oh, man. On the last 2 holes, I had 17 strokes. The 18 was the famous Blue Monsters. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it is crazy what some golf courses can do to a man. It is crazy what some golf courses, they take your manhood. All right, market. Is it gonna... I mean, if this is gonna pull all the way back down here, I mean, I give up. It's tempting me here to go long. Oh, I should have done it. Wow, it's just not happening. It does make for great stories. Great stories, I agree. It is great stories and memories. Hey, Trader's Chick, good morning. But I know for me anyway, I will never ever walk on that particular tee box again without thinking about my shortest drive ever, 2 inches. They should have had a skins. They should have had a skins for shortest drive ever. because I would have got it. 2 inches off the tee. And the shortest drive goes to Nutty Bar. Feels bad. Hey, good morning, D-Versatility. Good morning. Hey, Soul Search Gurus. Good morning. UCLA, good morning. You see no setup right now? Agree. I don't see anything. I see nothing I like. And when we don't see anything we like, then we just don't trade. Why not? Man, this is tempting me to go long. If we bounce off of this EMA. It's tempting me, but I'm not going to do it. All right, see if we bounce off of this. I mean, I could talk myself into taking a trade here for longs, but at the same time, I just don't really feel like it's worth it. It's just so choppy. So choppy. Man, I thought on this candle here, I thought we'd get it going, break the highs, and then hopefully get a nice grind move, but just not looking like it's going to happen today. And down we go again. Unbelievable. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger on that long. Man, that's crazy. That reminds me of a good story I had when wife took a golf package to Maggie Valley Country Club. Ooh, that sounds like ace undercover. I want to do that so bad. I want to go on a couple golf getaways. Yeah, that is definitely on my to-do list. Right now, I want to do Pebble Beach is one of my, I definitely want to do Pebble Beach. Oh, wow. Now it might have trapped the shorts right here. She ripping. Now looking like we might see a move higher. Oh, do I want to do it? I just don't think it's worth it with this chop. Mm-mm-mm. All right, is it going to break above the 615s? Nope. She said nope. Man, I just don't get this price action. Look at this crazy. This is crazy. So choppy. As long as we hold this EMA, then I feel like it could take a trade here, right here, at the 600s. Ah, man. Ah, come on. Okay. Rip it. Go, baby, go. I'm just going to take it off here because it could break through here, but it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. We'll take her small little win there and call it good. A little bit of a risky trade. I'm not exactly it wasn't ideal. It wasn't ideal setup for me. Ideally, I want this to break above the 640s and then get some pullback to get on in on. It's probably going to do this again. It'll break out to the upside and then it won't pull back. It'll just go straight up. Was no design. They're watching and I get a lucky hit in my drive like it had eyes. Oh, that's funny, Ace. We just been married 2 years. Well on the day and the play got back though. We're all waiting on this par 4 where the tee box was up on the mountain. Oh, okay. That's good stuff, Ace Undercover. Those kind of shots, that's why you keep golfing. 100%. All right, we did break above the 615s here. I'm totally fine taking my profit here at the 615s. Even if we break higher now, I'll take it. I will take it. How much profit do I take every day on a 250K account, Angel? I mean, this here is the 250. I don't know, $300 to $700 is kind of what I want to, kind of like what I look for. Yeah, I designed. What? Man, this is some crazy, terrible price action here. Oh, really, Ace Undercover? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear. How much profit do you take every day to stay under the consistency rule? I mean, I think you could make all the way up to like $1,800 on the 250K account, just, and you would still be under the consistency rule. And now we're pulling right back into the 615s. Oh, come on, market. Oh, come on, market. Just rip it higher. There we go. Okay, maybe. Maybe we can get it going here. We need to break above the 640s. Gotta go, man. Gotta go. Rip it. I just wanted this to go higher and then try to get in on a pullback. Okay, here we go at the 630s. Here we go. $636, 37. There we go. Above the 40s. She breaking out now. There she goes. Now watch. It's just going to keep going straight up. Watch it just keep going straight up and not even let me get in. It's just hanging out here at the 40s. Now I'm really curious if we're just going to go straight up here or will this pull back? And here we go. Take profit trader free resets this week, John. What? I might need a couple. Okay, pull them back. All right, if we pull back maybe to the 635, 630s here again, that's kind of an area that I'm looking at. Maybe take a stab at it long. Man, it's very scary, it feels like. Hmm. I'm just, man, I don't know. See what? It's contest. Oh, it's a contest. Oh, got it. Want. All right, we're getting close down to the 40s. Hey, Tigrigo, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Tigrigio? I don't know. Do I want to jump in on this? Yeah, Ace under co, right? I agree that could happen. Hey, blow your account so you can maybe win a reset. I was so excited at first you wanted to tell everyone. I went through the email too, and I'm like, oh. It's like wah wah wah. But is that free reset for a pro account? Ooh, I missed it. So the overnight highs are the 687s. This entry here would have been a good one. Just didn't quite pull back as much as I wanted. Ah, come on, market. Free giveaways. Man, it's 11 o'clock and feels like we haven't really, feels like the market hasn't done much except go choppy, sideways, yucky action. 693. Got it. Yep. And here we go, trying to break out, make new highs. Can she do it? And there it is. Okay, there it is. New high all the way up to the 670s now. I should have jumped in here. Just, I was waiting for a pullback to the 35s. Didn't quite get it, which is fine. Oh, we are seeing a nice move higher now. Or a slow, I guess a slow grind higher, which is kind of what I wanted. All right, is it just gonna keep going up? We have the, oh, what is the high again? 90s, 88s. So 688. Let's keep an eye on that. Wow, there we go. All right. We are just going higher. Not much pullbacks happening. All right, give me a pullback. Give me a nice little pullback here. Come on. It's gonna do this thing where we just, it's gonna grind like this small grind higher with very little pullbacks. I guess it is what it is. We'll just wait. Market rigged 100%. Yeah, design definitely feels that way. Donovan, how we doing? Mod, what I'm attempting there? No, I'm not looking for shorts at all. I'm just waiting for a pullback. Waiting for a pullback to get long. It looks like it's just gonna make this move higher. Very little pullback. And there it goes, 74s. So right here at the 680s, definitely going to be interesting if we get through this 680, 685 level. We're going to need a lot more momentum than we have now to get through that, I think. But we shall see. All right, maybe we get a pullback here. Come on. Hey, Science Sarker, in my trading, I use normally 1 to 2 micros, but sometimes I use up to 10 micros if the setup is good. That should not be an issue, Cyan. I've used 3 to 4 micros, and then I've switched to 1 to 2 minis, so that should not be a problem at all. I think it's when you start trading 1 to 2 minis and then switch to 10 minis, like that's percentage and makes it a big, I think that's what they're looking to, but yeah. Hey, Deb. All right, here we go. Getting a pullback. Here we go. Now we got to be careful. Let's just not get stuck in it. But if we can come test this, basically the 640 range, I'm a little bit weary, or I'm a little bit hesitant just because of this prior resistance here at the 680s. But if we get a good entry, we're going to take it. But we just have to be patient. This is where it can trap the longs if we're not careful. Oh, I don't want this to just go up now. Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna pull back a little bit more here. Hmm. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Still have a good we have an option here, potential here for a setup. Right now it would be right here. My main concern is that we tested this 680 kind of level and failed, and we could see a way bigger pullback happen here. That's my fear. All right, now we're testing the testing the EMA here, 640s. Now we're down to the 635s. This is starting to look a little dangerous. Looking a little dangerous. Now, if we come down in the 620s, is that worth taking a stab at it? Maybe. Hey, nicely done, Ace. Nicely done. Go long, you can't lose. Monkey Man Trades has video to diagnose ninja lag issues. You've heard so many bad things about payouts when it comes to Apex. Well, I would be I would question a little bit I would make sure you research the source of where that comes from, but there's a lot of fake. There's a Twitter post. There a guy literally made a Twitter post over the weekend, and he made a fake, like he made it look like Apex sent him an email and denied his payout for going from trading 1 micro to 2 micros. And he made it like he basically edited the email and made it look that way and posted it. And of course, a lot of people commented all over it. And of course, Michael Patak comments on it. And then later the guy comes out and actually admitted that no, it actually wasn't real. Like it was fake. Like he just made it up. But he said, but see, this justifies, because the fact that you guys believed it, it shows that it could happen. Like what a people will do anything for clicks. It was probably Michael Patak's alt account, to be honest. Okay, this is kind of a dangerous area here a little bit, because if we stair step this down, this is kind of where we would do it. At the same time, this is kind of a good long entry. Ah. I do not like that candle one bit. Hmm. Yeah, this scares me. Like right here could be a good short and a good long, but right now I definitely don't want to go short. But I also am not too, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait. That's what I said. Oh, it is? It's also, yeah, you did. Yep. Anytime that you feel like you have a good short or a good long entry, that's a sign you should not take the trade. But it is making a move. It is definitely making a nice move higher now. So if you're in right here, then you're looking good. There is she ripping all the way up to the 61, 62s, 63s. That is a nice long. Oh. Looking good for the Bulls. It's looking good for the Bulls. Hey, Black Coffee took 2 trades on NQ. No way, Black Coffee. I'm sorry, man. Ugh. How long does it usually take for Apex to approve payouts? Last time, I got approved. I think it took 2 weeks. Yeah. Last time it basically took the max amount. Previous times it took. It just varies. Sometimes 2 days, sometimes 5 days, sometimes 2 weeks. So you just gotta. Right now, when I submit a payout, I expect it to take 2 weeks. That's my expectation, and I hope in the future that can improve, and hopefully they will make some improvements in that area. But until then, we'll just expect 2 weeks, and if it comes earlier, hey, we take it. It depends on the fuel gauge on the trailing drawdown. And the price has slowed down volatility has definitely kind of come back down to what it was 3 weeks ago, I feel like. Or to get paid 2 weeks to get approved. I mean, basically, if they take 2 weeks to get approved, then you will get paid like the next day. So it's kind of both. Sometimes if you get approved earlier, then you'll get paid earlier. But basically, I just expect after I pay out, submit a payout, I expect 2 weeks to get paid. Did someone mention duck race? Oh. All right, market. What are you gonna do here? It's like we're in for a little bit of a pullback. All right, Marky, what are we doing? I feel like this has potential to just rip lower now. If we fail, this is going to be a key area here. If we make new lows here, or if we bounce and we get above this, I feel like you could do a trade like this. Right here, above the highs, and right here. Feel like you could definitely do that, but I don't know. Hey, Orlando. How are we doing, Orlando? Did you make the cut for the Amish traders chick? You must not have heard. I did. I went, no, in a very short story, I did not make the cut. I did not make the cut. And we had our most embarrassing moment in our adult life, I think, on the first tee box on the second day. So you hate to see it, but it is what it is. Okay, we did hold, so we did bounce. We could be taking this trade. Problem with this is I feel like I'm trading a breakout here, and I don't like that. I'll get him the next one. That's right, Trader's Chick. The cut, that was what's crazy, Ace Undercover. The cut line was 25 over. The cut line was 25 over. If I just have a decent average day the second day, I would have made the cut. So did the payout hit the bank yet, Rain? You know what? That's a great question. Let me check. It should. I haven't even. Hang on. I think so. Excuse me. Because when did I? Ooh. Yep, it just came in this morning. But yeah, 25 over is crazy. You know what won the tournament? The first, this was after 3 days, obviously, but 18 over won the tournament. That's what's crazy about it. And I feel like I could have actually competed if I just have. I mean, I would have had a tough time to compete, but I was probably looking at over a 3-day span, 18 holes. If I played really well, I think I would have been around 24 over, something in that range. So I would have not, at least it would have been potential. Okay, wow, look at that. Looks like we're about to make new highs. So, very interesting. Now we just got to wait. We do have to make new highs for this to be valid. Because again, this 280, this 680 level is some pretty significant resistance right here. So we have resistance from all the way back on August 1st. And we have resistance just from the last couple days. So we definitely need to get above the 690s. I mean, to be honest, we need to get above the 700s. Like, we need to get convincingly above the 700s to really be bullish. Because the problem is with this, if this fails, I feel like we could be in for a pullback to the 450s again. And I do not want to be a participant in that move. Yeah, this is the third time now testing this, so definitely need to be careful here taking longs anywhere up here. So we've all seen those big 100-point red candles. We have seen those. We've seen those in the past, and they're not fun. Apex 90% discount coming soon? I don't know. I hope. No, actually, I'm not sure I hope for a 90. I actually think 80% sales are like the best because still a good price, but you don't have the rhythmic issues and you don't have people buying 2 million accounts and then causing issues on the server. Ugh. 99% with a free reset. Here is my hope. Yeah. Oh, my ticket. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is setting up perfectly to roll out a big discount promotion and the new updated rules with it. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, just slowly pulling back, but nothing crazy yet. Just don't really trust going long right now. All right, below the EMA now. Honestly, a short here would probably make more sense than a long. Oh man, do I actually take this? Jeez. Yeah, design. That's true. Let's come to terms. Apex discounted prices are the regular prices. Pretty much. 71%. I don't think, well, they used to at one point. At one point, they did a 50% off, but that's the worst discount I've ever seen. Well, man, I almost want to take this. Just Gosh, I need to. I should have taken that. I don't even think I should be trading this. Yeah, it's a crazy just... I honestly thought we would see a bigger move lower. If it's going to hang this long up here, then I kind of feel like the bulls are still in control here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to have my stop right here. I'm just going to look for a scalp. This is only one contract. Should have maybe waited for this candle to close. Might have been a little bit too aggressive. Let's go. We'll take it. I was just looking for a scalp. I'm not looking to catch this breakout. It isn't exactly good price action. I agree. I just wanted to be buying here at the EMA. Felt like 22 ticks off of that was a pretty good, was worth the risk. All right. Well, we are at 383 in profit, and I'm kind of okay with this. I don't really feel like I need to keep pushing this to... We still need... How much is our... We're about 1,200 away from being at payout on this one. We still got a ways to go. If you fail a PA, you can do a reset for 200. I think 200 is going to be is not going to be enough, but maybe like 300. I think if well, it depends on the size. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, John V Wilson Analytics. Yeah, I love it. I love it. He's been doing great. Actually, yeah, he reached out to me, and I go back and forth with him. But I love to see it. I love to see it. All right, market. Ah, what is this price action? All right, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to go grab a quick bite to eat so that we decide what we want to do, because this is just not very pretty. I will be back. Just give me a second. And we're back. Hey, market made new highs. It went right to the 680. Oh boy. Right to the 680 and now pulling back. Crazy. But yeah, I agree, John. Emotion control is so key in trading. Apex is a dying company, but they keep Apex is a dying company, but they have 10 times more in payouts than any other prop firm. LOL. Must suck when other people have to cope so hard. Whoa. Whoa. Lots of love. Whoa, market pulling back. Hang on, folks. This is the drop. This is the drop I was fearful of. Man, I'm glad I'm not in a trade. Which EMA that I use? I use a 21 EMA. Now, will it continue, or was this just a little test? Time to roll. No way, John. That is crazy. Jamelia, that is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, here we go. Just gonna make another leg lower here. We went. Okay, here we go. Look out. Look out below, folks. Look out below. Market going lower. Man, anyone take that trade? Anyone take a short trade right here at the 680s at this double top? I never have the nerve to take those trades, but hey, tip of the hat if someone did it. That's a pretty awesome trade right now. Is he going to try to make a move off the opening range high here? It's looking pretty bullish now. Interesting. Man, right here would be a long entry if I'd have the nerve to take it. Oh, I should have, coulda, woulda. It could have just been a trap for the shorts, and now we rip it above the 680s. Sometimes that's what it takes to get above a resistance level like that. Excuse me. Yeah, the flush trap move. You were short 5 MNQ. Oh my word, Peter Schaap. Let's go. Nicely done, Peter Schaap. I took the trade on ES. Let's go, Daryl. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry, Orlando. Wait. What? I just realized. Where is my VWAP on my chart? I don't have it on here. Trying to see what is going on here. Okay. Now we're just going to chop them back and forth here again. There are free versions out there. Just Google free VWAP for Ninja Trader 8. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? That's what happened. My credit card expired. I think that was linked to that. That's why I don't have VWAP. Now that I remember I got a message this morning when I logged in. Oh well. I'll just mic. Yeah, I think that's what it was, Mr. Wall Street. You try one, but it's not really accurate. I'll play around with it. I don't use VWAP that much. I do like having it on my chart just for reference, but I don't really take trades off of it anyway. Oh, man, this market kind of died on us. What time was this dump? Right at 12 o'clock. That's when this dumped. Very interesting. Man, I could take this. I could take this trade. Anything less? Hey, 0 Day J in the building. Let's go. By the way, 0 Day, I wanted to say congratulations on requesting those payouts. Now you know what you need to do now. Breathing and relaxing. Let's go. You can get a free VWAP on the Ninja Trader ecosystem. Oh, really? Myself and Mira, I might do that. I might do that. All right, let's see. Let's see if this thing's going to go test the highs again at the 80s. I don't have the nerve to short up here, but very interesting. You missed NQ giving its free daily colonoscopy. Hey, you are 0 Day. Let's go. Another one requesting. That's awesome. I love it. You know it. You know what this. You know, Jay. You're going to pretty soon. We're gonna have to say that you're a habitual payout taker or payout requester. Habitually make payouts. I love to see it. Take that money. You know, that's the only thing that matters in prop firm trading is payouts. I see all these, you know, posts on Twitter about people making all this money. Gotta get payouts. Still gotta get to those payouts. Habitual payout receiver. That's what I was looking for. Habitual payout receiver. Man, I was hoping I could take a nice chunk of change. I was hoping I could this payout period, but let me look at here. Here's how the accounts are looking like. So here we got like these accounts are lagging behind. These three accounts are across the profit threshold, but I've only traded them. I still need to trade them like 8 more days. So these are not going to happen. If I could try to squeeze one of these accounts across or one of these 150K accounts, I could try to squeeze them across, but I feel like if I try to focus on getting one of these accounts across the payout threshold today or tomorrow, feel like if I just try to do that, it's just going to mess with me and it's just going to do nothing but frustrate me. So I'm actually just not going to trade. I'm only going to focus on trading my 150Ks that are lagging behind, and we have reset our expectations, and we're going to focus on a September 1st payout. But if we can do this, September 1st payout is going to be epic. We're looking at 30 to 36,000 in payouts for September 1st. We're going to party, man. It'll be much needed. It will be much needed for, you know, we're ready to go to Florida here soon. And that would be great. If I get a $30,000 or more, if I get a $30,000 or more payout, do you know what I'm going to spoil myself with? And some of you guys might cringe. You might cringe at this, but if I get a really nice payout in September, there's one thing that I'm going to do. I'll be doing so much breathing and relaxing. I know it's 0 to AJ. I know. I'm going to literally, I might hyperventilate. That is true. I think I'm going to make a trip down to Texas and I'm going to knock on Daryl's door and I'm going to go down on my knees. Please approve me soon. There's going to be lots of breathing and relaxing. No, you know what I'm going to do? This sounds kind of cringy, but I am a big sunglasses guy, okay? Like, I love sunglasses. I've always loved sunglasses. Like, my wife, I buy sunglasses like my wife buys purses, okay? I'm buying me a Ray-Ban sunglass if I get a nice payout. It's going to be my reward. It's going to be my reward. And it's going to be the sunglass I use in Florida. Darrell snorkels in your pool. I love it. I love it, Jay. Yeah, I've heard rumors that Daryl lives in your pool. Gold covered glasses. Nope, they're just normal glasses, but that's kind of a splurge for me. Paying $200 for glasses for that, we might run into some problems, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, market does want to. It does seem to want to go higher now. Very very interesting. I'm still not going to take this long. Just not kind of happy with where this account is at for the day. Really no need to go crazy. Let's see. How we doing, co-trader? Good to see you. What time of the day is it? 12 o'clock. Wow. For some reason I thought it would be later, but what time? You're in 0 day. You're from you're in 2 hours behind, correct? Yeah, the volatility has kind of died off. Still decent volatility. I mean, you can still, you know, put your effort, put your mind to it. You can still lose a lot of money. So, but the volatility is definitely more normal. Way more normal. Okay, yeah, you're Pacific, so you're 2 hours. So right now it would be 10 o'clock for you. Yeah, volatility's dead until you're on the wrong end of the trade. No, he's 3 hours? Oh, really? No, I'm Eastern. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Pacific. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, you're right. So it'd be 3 hours. Oh, geez. So it's 9:18. Man, that would be so weird because you'd have to get up so early to trade the open. Which honestly, I don't even trade the open. I never trade until like 10 o'clock or a little bit past 10 o'clock. So, but then specific time. But then the market closes at 4 Eastern. It would close at 1 o'clock your time. You'd have all day to do something. That's kind of neat. Pros and cons to it, I guess. We are just slowly grinding higher. We made this big pullback and now we're just retracing that whole move. Very interesting. Yeah, so you stream from 4 a.m. Okay, yeah. Man, Jay, you've got some crazy hours that you're living over in Vegas. You gotta I respect it. Man. You know, I've woken up like twice. There's been like 2 or 3 times. Like sometimes I'll wake up around 4 in the morning Eastern time and I just can't sleep. You know what I do? I turn on 0 Day J and usually I'll fall asleep. That's in a good way. But then I'll wake up again and sometimes you're still on. But you crack me up. You got a question concerning Apex? At what moment I can request a payout, like a 25K account, for example? Syed, so as soon as you have traded 10 days and it's from the 1st through the 5th or the 15th through the 20th, like that's the payout window. So once you're in that window and you've traded 10 days and it would be $1,600 in profit. You need to be at $1,600 in profit and 10 days traded, then you can request a payout on the 1st through the 5th or the 15th through the 20th. I am crossing my fingers and my toes that hopefully here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm hoping we are going to see some changes from Apex. And I'm hoping that payout window thing will no longer be a thing. But we'll see. My lawn looks crazy. He is. Hey, you know what? If I mow my lawn, actually, I might mow my lawn today, and I'll have Zero Day J in the background on my headphones. I can't watch, but I can listen. It's good entertainment. Yeah, Zero Day J. I'm thinking that maybe I think there is a chance that they come out with new rules, and with the new rules, they come out with a 90% sale at the same time. I'm I'm just scared a little bit of doing that, because if they do that, I'm just scared what Rhythmic is going to look like. The Rhythmic server room will literally be on fire. You know it. You know it will be. And then they're going to have Rhythmic issues again. I'm just not in the mood. I am not in the mood for that. Oh, very funny design. Poor Kellyanne will have a heart attack. Full ported trade for the stream. Here we go. Full port. Just kidding. Can't do it. I can't do it. MFFU, you reach your 5th day on Thursday, and by the 6th day, my payout was already in the bank account. That's awesome, Odane. That's awesome. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Apex, I would love for them to improve their payout process. I think it's pretty, I think it could definitely be improved. That would be awesome. But you know what they say? Every prop firm has its pros and cons. And, Apex has never been known to do fast payouts. And that's one thing I feel like a lot of people don't even realize. But 6 months ago, the payouts were really pretty much the same. So, it didn't, like, if you could request a payout and you usually didn't get, from the 1st to the 5th, and you would get paid on the 15th. Like, Apex has never been known to do fast payouts. But I feel like it's just been a little more of an issue and something that people talk about recently. And I do think that they've waited to approve people until like that day 14 or day 15 a lot more recently than they have in the past. But you lost one of your 50K evals. What should I do? You mean to replace Spider Monkey? You mean to replace your funded? Or, I mean, with a 71% sale, technically, first and foremost, make sure that you don't have any current evals that are, coming up for a reoccurring charge. Because if you bought any evals from Apex in the last 2 months, chances are they are going to rebill at 80% discount instead of 71. So don't buy new evals. Just let the old ones rebill at 80% off, or reset the accounts is usually going to be less money and be cheaper than, buying an account for 71% off. I would only buy an eval right now, and, if it was really, really needed. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, but the 71% sale usually doesn't last that long. And it's not unusual for them to cut the 71% sale short and then come out with a better sale. I think it's kind of done. You know how they say, like, if you just have an 80% sale all the time, then no one seems to appreciate it. But then if you mix in a couple 71% sales, then people tend to appreciate the 80% sale a little bit more. And then the same way with a 90% off. Because here, what was it, 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago, we had a 90% sale for almost a full month. And after a while, it's like, it's only 90% off. But then when it goes away, it's like, oh, actually 90% off is pretty sick. Cove Trader. You guys are funny. All right, well, I'm debating what I want to do here. This thing is just a slow grind higher. I mean, I feel like I could buy off the EMA here, but I don't trust this. I don't trust this move higher. I think we could make another rip lower here pretty easy. And I could also be wrong. I've been wrong before. Let's see if we rip above the 660s here. We got to get above the 660s. I mean, if we take out the 680s, like on the 4-hour chart, this 680 level seems very... I like to draw lines. I don't really like to draw lines, but sometimes this area right here has definitely had very significant area. Actually, it's closer to the 700s. But we shall wait and see. Not much volatility right now. I heard a whisper. You mentioned something about a duck race. Well, you know what helps the duck races is if you pound and smash that like button. That does increase the likelihood of duck races happening. I don't like to whore myself out for likes, but I'm just saying that does help. If the $85 activation fee promo wasn't live, would you recommend activating monthly fees? What size account, Mike? If you have a 150K or larger account, I would recommend the monthly fee, I think, just because of how expensive the one-time lifetime activation fee is for those accounts. And statistically speaking, most people lose their funded account within the first 30 days. So if you just go off of the stats, you are better off doing a monthly instead of the one time. But, I mean, there's a reason that Apex makes it attractive to do. It makes it attractive to do the one-time fee, but trust me, they make money if people do. Overall, they make a lot more money if people do the one-time fee versus the monthly fee. I can assure you of that, because the odds are on their side, or they wouldn't do it. So, but if you feel if you have a history of being consistently profitable and you feel confident in your trading, then, doing the one-time activation fee is a good idea. But that's why I feel like this $85 activation fee, lifetime activation fee for the 150K, 250, and 300K account, like, that is a really good deal, because I would be like, right now, I have 3 250K accounts, and then I have, I don't even know, 11. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 150K accounts. So if I was getting charged monthly for those accounts, I would 100% be trading these differently. For sure. Wait, what's with the no Diddy? Just slam the like button. It would be 150K, thinking if I should buy more and try to get them activated. You have until September 15th now. So you have until September 15th to activate and take advantage of that $85 lifetime fee. So, I mean, that's basically what I was doing. I'm not doing it now because I don't want to buy evals. I think I actually have 3 evals remaining that I can do a reset on, which a reset is pretty good. I have a history of being consistently inconsistent. Don't we all? Don't we all? All right, market. Kind of want this thing to just rip lower. The lifetime fee is easier from a mental standpoint. Yeah, exactly, Tate. But if the promotion wasn't going for $85, I don't know if I would have done, well, I probably wouldn't have tried to get 150K and 250K accounts. I would have stuck with the 50K account. And I don't know, if you're activating 10 or 15 funded accounts, you know, $85 versus $140 makes a big difference. But the 3 accounts that I have left, like these 3 accounts here, these 3 50K accounts, these are the ones I have on a monthly. And it is kind of annoying. Like, it is kind of annoying. Like, just on Saturday. On Saturday, I got billed again for $85 for these 3 accounts. And I just got a little bit annoyed. Not much, but just a little bit. And I'm like, man, I should have just, because this is now my, if I can get a payout this month or in September, then that will be the 3rd month that I've gotten a payout from these 3 accounts. And I've had these accounts now for close to 4 months. So not right now. Right now I have them close to 3 months, but I'll be. So anyway, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what I would do going forward. If they don't have a promotion going for a one-time activation fee, I don't know what I'll do. The lifetime is just to get more people into the larger accounts because they're harder to pass. Yeah, I agree. 100% zero day. It is definitely true. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with taking that. I definitely went through more evals trying to get a 150K account passed than I would with a 50K account. But overall, I felt like it was worth it because not only is the lifetime fee attractive, but it's also the fact that I need to then, it forces me to build the account so that I have a nice buffer once I take my first payout. Where with a 50K account, you know, it's just so easy to get a payout and then you blow the funded account and then you're just back in that hamster wheel of getting evals, passing evals, getting them funded, trying to get 2,000, take 2,000 out, then you blow the funded account and then you just keep doing it. And I don't, like, part of me, I'm kind of okay with that, but it gets old. I just want to have funded accounts. I want to have a one-time activation fee, and then I want to keep it. I don't like passing evals. I just want to keep the funded account, make slow, steady progress, and not be an idiot. Is that really too much to ask? Like, for real? Is that really too much to ask? I don't think it is. But it's not easy. But yeah, exactly, 0 day J. That's kind of what I love about the 150K account is perfect. The 250K account is not ideal. I definitely wouldn't have tried to get the 250K. But I got the 250K accounts back when the promotion was only for the 250. And the 250 is just passing a 250K account is really hard. And second, getting the 250K account to the profit goal is also pretty difficult. So all in all, I feel like a 150K account is just way better. But maybe they will do some kind of promotion for the 50K account activation fees. I don't really expect that they will, but maybe. But then I'm kind of, if they do any other promotion, then I'm kind of screwed because I don't have enough room. I have 17 funded accounts. I could only have 3 more. So if you're newer, 50K is the way. 100% agree, Cove Trader. 50K accounts are the perfect account size for someone new. 100%. Even someone that isn't new. Like if it wasn't for the promotion, I would 100% be using the 50K account. All right, market. What are we doing? Why do they make it harder to pass, more expensive they are? It's like charging more for a car that's harder to drive. Because you're paying, basically what it ends up being is you are overall, you're going to be paying more for the bigger drawdown that you have. That's what you're paying for. So on the larger account sizes, that's why they have a larger profit target, because it's going to be harder to pass, and therefore you're going to pay more. Like the alternative option would be to have the 1-to-1 risk. Like you could have an account, or you could have evals that were 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio across the board, like regardless what size account, but then they would adjust the pricing accordingly. So it would be pretty much the same result. All right, we are at the 66, 65s here now, just slowly grinding higher. Where they evaluate, except there is no rules. Yeah, exactly. Design. Hey, trust me, it's all a game. It's a game. With prop firms, I don't care how they cut it. I don't care. With prop firms, everyone wants to make it sound like they got the best intent for all the traders and yada, yada, yada. Bottom line is they are going to, there's a fine line that prop firms walk. And it's the fine line of making rules so that people can't just go crazy. They're going to make rules that are going to hold people accountable, make it difficult to a certain extent. And as a trader, our only job is to get payouts. That's what it is. Here we go, making a move higher. This is looking pretty bullish. Now, can we get above the 80s? That's the question. The 100K has a higher ratio than the 150K. Yeah, I agree. Go ahead. I really don't know why someone would use the 100K account, but I'm sure there's people that do. To me, the best account is the 50K account. Second best account is the 150K account. The 25K account is also a good account, but it's kind of between those three accounts, in my opinion. Everything else, to me, not worth it. Yeah, it's a business. It is. It's a business that the odds are by default, the prop firm always has the best odds because it's been proven that if you have your own money with no rules, it's difficult to be a profitable trader. Okay. And this is where some people would disagree with me. That's okay. But I feel like the failure rate for people being able to get a payout with your own money versus a prop firm, I think it is easier to get a payout and be profitable with a prop firm than it is with your own money. I really do believe that. Some people might disagree. That's okay. But I've done both and I know which one I prefer. Especially with your return on investment. Like if you keep in consideration your return on investment. I think everyone just copies everyone go and trades. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, Top Step has the same ratios. You know, Take Profit has the same ratio. Like everyone just copies each other on the ratios and profit targets and drawdown, and it's all relative. It's all relatively the same. Small differences here and there. Let's go, Eighth Undercover. I mean, we're just kind of, I don't know what to think. I don't know. I definitely could have bought some of this, but like I said, just not really a need to be aggressive. Yeah, Diego, that is, I mean, 100%. That is also very true. Yeah, your own account is superior in every way except the risk. Exactly. And I guess that's kind of that's the main, yeah. That's what the kind of you have to take in consideration where, you know, it depends. Each person has their own unique situation that they're in. Need at least 5K to trade one or two micros properly on your own account without freaking out. Exactly, Diego. And that's where it's like, I mean, some people say, oh, you can use $1,000 and trade one micro. And yeah, you could. You definitely could. But like, okay, so if you take that in consideration and then you look at what you would have to risk, you know, with a prop firm in order to be able to have the potential to withdraw $2,000 and what that investment looks like. And it also depends on how you're going about with prop firms, because if you're going into prop firms and you're trying to right off the rip, you're trying to get 20 accounts and you're trying to make, you know, you're trying to do 20 accounts at a time, like that is a whole, like, then your risk does increase pretty, like, a lot. Obviously, I think that's what some people do because it looks attractive, but that also gets a lot more expensive. And I fell into that trap right in the beginning, and it cost me a lot of money before I was like, okay, let's just trade one account at a time and go from, minimize the risk on it. And here we go. We are getting close to that magic 80s. How many? I have 17 funded accounts. Yeah, I agree, Ace Undercover. I'm kind of surprised how we just dump. I mean, this was a big pullback, and then we just slow grinded it higher again, and now we're all the way back up to where we were before the big dump. So it's pretty bullish look for the pretty bullish look here. Two micros is 200 margin requirement unless you do not know how to trade. You don't need 5K. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, 200. Is it two micros is 200? I thought it was more. Maybe not. But it even with one, maybe it might be 100 each. Okay. But again, if you have like your risk to return, like, okay, let's, like, the risk to reward ratio is what I would look at. Because, okay, let's say I put $1,000 into account and I trade one micro. What is my max return? Even if I trade really well, the return is going to be minimal. I'm what? That is the second time. Like, that is the second time someone has asked me if I'm related to Nikkei 30. I am not. No, I am not related at all. I know who Nikkei 30 is, but I'm not related to him. My 11-year-old son watches Nikkei 30. He's a gamer. All right, we breached the 80s, folks. We breached it. Hold on. Now you gotta think are we gonna test the 700s? Let's see if we test the 700s. Man, this would be tempting. There we go. 83s, 84s. She ripping. She ripping higher, folks. Through the 80s. Should have just gotten in after this slow move higher. The Bears had a lot of chance to push it lower, and they just never did. Right, here we go. 80s, 90s. Gotta think this. We're right at the overnight high. 680 at 8s. Let's see. All right, here we go. 94s. 94s. Wow. This breakout above the 80s would have been a good trade. 94s. We are 6 points away from the 700s. You would think that is where we're going. And we might just keep ripping this higher. Oh, well, I'm trying to think what I want to do. Here we go, 696s. Here come the 700s. Hold on. 98, 99. And here we go. 700s incoming. Is he going to do it? Come on, you were so close. It was so close. Couldn't do it. Here we go, 698. All right, let's see if we rip right through the 700s here. I'd love to get a pullback down to the 680s again. Pull back to the 680s. See if we can get an entry. All right, pull back down to the 690s. Oh. Does anyone buy the 100K static account? I'm sure some people do, but very few. Yeah, Mr. Wall Street, that's definitely a thing as well. See if we can get above the 700s now. And here we go, 697s. Can she do it? Can she push? Can she do it? Nope. Back down. Did not do it. If we look at the daily chart, I mean, we really haven't had much volatility today. We have basically had a 100 150 point move so far. From the lows to the highs, 150 point move. Which isn't that much in the compared to previous weeks. Come on, pull back down here to the 680s. Do it. Do it. It doesn't want to do it. All right, let's... Man, the candles are really tiny. All right, here we go. Maybe get a bigger pullback here. Hey, Sandro, how many accounts I currently have? 17 currently. Did Top Step remove the daily loss limit? Not that I know of. Oh man, this price is making me sleepy. Just not much happening. Oh, here we go. Are we gonna go through the 700s here? Man, I could take this. Oh, do I want to do it? Let's see. See if we get above the 700s here. I could take this, but just not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to give back profits. Hard-earned profits. Here we go. Everybody hold on. Everybody hold on. Here we go. 700s have been hit. Now, will it continue? There we go. 700s. Now, let's see. Will it actually keep going? What software do you need to copy trade Apex and Top Step accounts at the same time? Peter SV, I think the only thing that works at the moment is, I think, Quant Tower. I think. Ninja Trader you can for free? Really? How? Do you have a free copy trader for Ninja Trader then? And what? You must be using the Rhythmic connection for Tradeovate. It's hard to type. Hold on. You're fine. Take your time. All right, we're struggling to get above the 700s here. We did get above it, but we're just chilling now. There's a third-party free Ninja Trader copier. Oh, I see. Did you miss the duck duck? Nope. Nope, you did not. Apex accounts are Tradeovate. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. The only way that it would work is if Apex accounts were Tradeovate and everything else, and if Top Step was Rhythmic. That's the sequence it has to be. I'm pretty sure. All right, we did not really hold above the 700s. Now we're pulling back more. We're chilling. I'm definitely happy with not participating in this. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. I must have been, you are the GOAT. Thank you, Justice. I think I'm going to call it here. I'm happy with my trading today. And I don't know, the afternoon session can always bring on some crazy things. And I'd rather just not be participating. Send lawn pics. I don't have any new ones. Something wrong with my trading. 25 trading days. I'm on close to 90% win days. Ooh, UCLA. Let's go. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm happy with my day. And there's no need to ruin it by taking that one more trade. Let's just shut her down. And we'll be back. A good start. Great start to the week. And we'll be back tomorrow morning. And we'll go right back at it. So I think I'm going to call it here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button as you leave. And take care. Have a great day. And God bless.